Top billionaires. How they became super rich. It wasn't easy to become a billionaire in the past unless people were rulers, conquerors, and high-ranking nobles with vast lands and other worldly possessions. It was nearly impossible for an ordinary person to become a billionaire. The wealth remained with a few families, and each generation added its share to the creation of wealth. These families remained billionaires for a long time, due to their ownership of material wealth, in the form of real estate, gold and precious stones, agricultural lands, mines, and monopolies over certain trading items, etc. There was no quick road to becoming a billionaire for the common people, as it required exceptional luck, hard work, and several decades to make billions. Except for very few people, all billionaires were those who had wealth in their families for generations. This age is entirely different. Now anybody can become a billionaire, even those who do not have any means to invest. Such a person just needs a unique idea that can transform a pauper into a billionaire in no time. Since the last quarter of the 20th century, a new wave has started that is unprecedented in history. This wave has transformed several middle and lower class people into billionaires in a few decades. These people had no immense wealth or vast resources at their disposal to create such wealth. Interestingly, these are now at the top of the list of billionaires in the world. This innovative wave is still making billionaires, and this wave is called the technology wave. In the realm of business and innovation, technology now stands as a unique field and a powerful catalyst for creating unprecedented wealth. This has never happened in human history. Many of today's billionaires owe their fortunes to technological advancements, and the ability to harness these innovations to create transformative products and services. Today, 8 out of 10 of the world's top billionaires are those who adopted and used technology, and thus collected immense wealth, which is unheard of in the history of mankind. The remaining 2 persons on the list of the top 10 are from the fashion and investment fields. The world's first 2 wealthiest people belong to the technology category. Microsoft's Bill Gates was the first person to become a centibillionaire in 1999, and became the first recognized person in human history to cross the $100 billion mark. This video will provide insight into the top 8 out of 10 world's top billionaires who use technology and became super rich in no time. Before we start, we make a humble submission that we have been presenting knowledge-based videos on this channel. We need your support and request that you subscribe to our channel, like it, press the bell icon, leave a comment, and share it with your friends if you like the video. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a businessman and investor, and his net wealth in July 2024 was around $250 billion, thus making him the wealthiest man in the world. He was born in South Africa and attended a university in Canada before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in physics and economics. He started his career in technology in 1995. He and his brother Kimball co-founded the online city guide software company Zip2. The company developed an internet city guide with maps, directions, and yellow pages, and marketed it to newspapers. Both brothers worked from a small rented office, with Musk coding the website every night. The startup was acquired by Compaq for $307 million in 1999. Elon Musk received $22 million for his 7% share. That same year, Musk co-founded X.com, a direct bank that offered online financial and email payment services, with $12 million of the money he made from the Compaq acquisition. X.com was one of the first online banks that was federally insured, and over 200,000 customers joined in its initial months of operation. X.com merged with Confinity in year 2000 to avoid competition, as Confinity's money transfer service PayPal was more popular than X.com's service. In 2002, PayPal was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion, of which Musk, PayPal's largest shareholder with 11.7% of shares, received $176 million. Using $100 million of the money he made from the sale of PayPal, Musk founded SpaceX, a spaceflight services company, in 2002. In 2004, Musk was an early investor who provided most of the initial financing for electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla Motors Incorporated, foreseeing the future of electric cars and assuming the position of the company's chairman. He later became the product architect and, in 2008, the CEO. By championing electric vehicles and renewable energy, Musk not only created a lucrative market, but also pushed the entire automotive industry toward sustainable practices. Tesla's success stems from its technological advancements in battery storage, autonomous driving, and sustainable energy solutions. In 2022, he acquired Twitter for $44 billion, merged the company into the newly created X Corporation, and rebranded the service as X the following year. Thus, Elon Musk, using technology at the proper time, made billions of dollars. He also has a major stake in SpaceX, which is a spacecraft manufacturer, launch service provider, and satellite communications company. Its goal is to reduce space transportation costs and ultimately develop a sustainable colony on Mars. Jeff Bezos. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964. He is an American business magnate and the founder of Amazon, the world's largest e-commerce and cloud computing company. He is the second wealthiest person in the world, with a net worth of $211 billion in July 2024. He graduated from Princeton University in 1986 with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science. He worked on Wall Street, in a variety of related fields, from 1986 to early 1994. He and his then-wife, Mackenzie Scott, left their jobs and founded Amazon in a rented garage in Washington on July 5, 1994. His parents loaned Jeff $245,000 to start Amazon. At the time, website listings were alphabetized, so a name starting with A would appear sooner when customers conducted online searches. In addition, he regarded Amazon, the name of the world's largest river, as fitting for what he hoped would become the world's largest online bookstore. He started with a simple yet profound idea, an online bookstore, which has since expanded to a variety of other e-commerce products and services. However, his true genius lay in recognizing the broader potential of e-commerce. He listed his company on the stock exchange in 1997. Bezos systematically expanded Amazon's offerings, turning it into the world's largest online retailer. He continuously innovated with services like Amazon Prime, Kindle, and Amazon Web Services, meeting diverse consumer and business needs in video and audio streaming, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. Amazon Company is the world's largest online sales company, the largest internet company by revenue, and the largest provider of virtual assistants, and cloud infrastructure services, through its Amazon Web Services branch. Bezos became the second man, after Bill Gates, to achieve a net worth of more than $100 billion in history. Bezos was named the richest man in modern history, after his net worth increased to $150 billion in July 2018. In 2020, Amazon's share price jumped 76% on the heightened demand for online shopping amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Elliott Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984. He is an American businessman. His parents were from a middle-class family. He co-founded the social media service Facebook and its parent company, Meta Platforms, of which he is chairman, chief executive officer and controlling shareholder. Zuckerberg began using computers and writing software in middle school. In high school, he built a program that allowed all the computers between his house and his father's dental office to communicate with each other. While still in high school, he attended Mercy College, taking a graduate computer course on Thursday evenings. By the time Zuckerberg began classes at Harvard in 2002, he had already achieved a reputation as a programming prodigy. He studied psychology and computer science. During his stay at Harvard University, he created and launched Facebook in February 2004 with his roommates. He created a program he initially called Face Mash that let students select the best-looking person from a choice of photos. The site went up over a weekend, but by Monday morning, the college shut it down, because its popularity had overwhelmed one of Harvard's network switches, preventing students from accessing the internet. Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard in his sophomore year to complete the project. Soon, Facebook became a household name. Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook leveraged the concept of network effects, where the value of the service increases as more people use it. Starting as a social networking platform for college students, Facebook quickly expanded to a global audience. The platform's ability to connect people and offer targeted advertising became a powerful revenue model. In 2008, at age 23, he became the world's youngest self-made billionaire. He took the company public in May 2012 with majority shares. Facebook's parent company Meta is also host to several other brands, including photo-sharing app Instagram, which it acquired in 2012, cross-platform mobile messaging service WhatsApp, virtual reality headset producer Oculus, both acquired in 2014, and Workplace, its enterprise connectivity platform. His net worth in June 2024 was $176 billion, making him the fourth richest person in the world. Lawrence Ellison. Lawrence Joseph Ellison was born on August 17, 1944. He is an American businessman and entrepreneur who co-founded software company Oracle Corporation. He was Oracle's chief executive officer from 1977 to 2014 and is now its chief technology officer and executive chairman. As of June 2024, he is the fifth wealthiest person in the world, with an estimated net worth of $152 billion. He had a troubled family life. He was born to an unwed mother. His biological father was an Italian-American United States Army Air Corps pilot. After Ellison contracted pneumonia at the age of 9 months, his mother gave him to her aunt and uncle for adoption. He did not meet his biological mother again until he was 48. He then attended the University of Chicago for 1 term, where he studied physics and mathematics and also first learned about computer design. He then moved to Berkeley, California, and began his career as a computer programmer for different companies. During the 1970s, he began working for Ampex Corporation, and his projects included a database for the CIA, which he named Oracle. In 1977, he founded software development laboratories with 2 partners and an investment of $2,000, and $1,200 of the money was his. 2 years later, the company released Oracle, the first commercial relational database program to use structured query language. The database program proved so popular that Software Development Laboratories changed its name to Oracle Systems Corporation in 1982, after its flagship product. IBM was the dominant force in the market. However, due to its certain decisions, the door was left open for Sybase, Oracle, Informix, and eventually Microsoft to dominate mid-range systems and microcomputers. Soon, Oracle outmaneuvered its rivals Sybase and Informix, and took control of the market for new database licenses. Currently, Oracle is the world's second-largest software company, providing a wide variety of cloud computing programs as well as Java and Linux code and the Oracle Exadata computing platform. Larry Page. Lawrence Edward Page was born on March 26, 1973. He is an American businessman, computer scientist, and internet entrepreneur best known for co-founding Google. Page has an estimated net worth of $145.2 billion, according to Forbes, making him the 6th richest person in the world. His father was a computer science professor at the same university. BBC reporter Will Smale described him as a pioneer in computer science and artificial intelligence. Page's mother, Gloria, was an instructor in computer programming at Lyman Briggs College. In 1979, when Larry Page was 6 years old, his father brought home a computer, which Larry soon mastered and began using for schoolwork. Page received a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in computer engineering with honors from the University of Michigan in 1995 and a Master of Science in Computer Science from Stanford University in 1998. Like several of the tech billionaires on this list, Larry Page embarked on his path to fame and fortune in a college dorm room. While attending Stanford University in 1995, Page and his friend Sergey Brin came up with the idea of improving internet data extraction. Both turned a university research project into the world's most powerful search engine. The duo devised a new search engine technology. Then Page and Brin went on to found Google in 1998, with Page serving as CEO of the company. Google is the world's dominant internet search engine, accounting for more than 92% of global search requests. In 2006, the company purchased YouTube, the top platform for user-submitted videos. Google's success lies in its ability to scale rapidly and maintain dominance in the global market. Its suite of products, from search and advertising to cloud computing and AI, demonstrates the importance of scalability in diversification. Sergey Brin. Sergey Mikhailovich Brin was born on August 21, 1973. He is an American businessman and computer scientist who co-founded Google with Larry Page. He was the president of Google's parent company, Alphabet Incorporated, until stepping down from the role on December 3, 2019. He and Page remain at Alphabet as co-founders, controlling shareholders, and board members. Currently he is the 7th richest person in the world, with an estimated net worth of $146 billion. He was born in the erstwhile Soviet Union. Brin immigrated to the United States at the age of 6. He earned his bachelor's degree at the University of Maryland, College Park, following in his father's and grandfather's footsteps by studying mathematics as well as computer science. After graduation, he enrolled at Stanford University to acquire a PhD in computer science. During an orientation for new students at Stanford, he met Larry Page, and they became friends. Together, they authored a paper titled The Anatomy of a Large-Scale Hypertextual Web Search Engine. Then they developed the PageRank algorithm and realized that it could be used to build a search engine far superior to those existing at the time. The new algorithm relied on a new kind of technology that analyzed the relevance of the backlinks that connected one web page to another and allowed the number of links and their rank to determine the rank of the page. Combining their ideas, they began utilizing Page's dormitory room as a laboratory, and extracted spare parts from inexpensive computers to create a device that they used to connect the nascent search engine with Stanford's broadband campus network. The rapid growth of their project caused Stanford's computing infrastructure to experience problems. The program became popular at Stanford, and they discontinued their PhD studies to start up Google in a garage. After that, there was no looking back. Today, he is on the list of the top 10 billionaires in the world. Bill Gates. William Henry Gates was born on October 28, 1955. He is an American businessman best known for co-founding the software company Microsoft with his childhood friend Paul Allen. He was a pioneer of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. In 1975, he and Allen founded Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Since 1987, Gates has been included in the Forbes list of the world's top billionaires. From 1995 to 2017, he held the title of the wealthiest person in the world every year except in 2008 and from 2010 to 2013. In 1999, he became the first ever centillionaire when his net worth briefly surpassed $100 billion. Currently, he is the 9th wealthiest person in the world. He wrote his first software program when he was only 13 years old. In 8th grade, Gates took an interest in programming the GE system in beginner's all-purpose symbolic instruction code, popularly known as BASIC. And he wrote an implementation of tic-tac-toe that allowed users to play games against the computer. At 17, Gates formed a venture with Allen called Trafo Data to make traffic counters based on the Intel 8008 processor. He was a National Merit Scholar when he graduated from Lakeside School in 1973. He scored 1590 out of 1600 on the Scholastic Aptitude Test called SAT and enrolled at Harvard College in the autumn of 1973. He did not stay at Harvard for long. At Harvard, he met fellow student and future Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer. Gates left Harvard after 2 years. Gates devised an algorithm for pancake sorting as a solution to one of a series of unsolved problems. His solution held the record as the fastest version for over 30 years, and its successor is faster by only 2%. In 1975, the MIT's Altair 8800 was released, based on the Intel 8080 CPU, and Gates and Allen saw the opportunity to start their own computer software company. They worked with MIT's and made Altair BASIC program for them. Allen named his partnership with Bill Gates Microsoft, a combination of microcomputer and software. They officially registered the trade name Microsoft on November 26, 1976. In 1980, Bill Gates partnered with IBM, and they delivered to them PC-DOS software, meaning Personal Computer Disk Operating System, for a one-time fee of $50,000. The contract itself only earned Microsoft a relatively small fee. It was the prestige brought to Microsoft by IBM's adoption of its operating system that became the origin of Microsoft's transformation from a small business to the leading software company in the world. Gates had not offered to transfer the copyright on the operating system to IBM because he believed that other personal computer makers would clone IBM's PC hardware. They did, making the IBM-compatible PC, running DOS, a de facto standard. The sales of MS-DOS, the version of DOS sold to customers other than IBM, made Microsoft a major player in the industry. Their software worked very well until they faced competition from Apple's Macintosh GUI, which captivated consumers with its simplicity and ease of use. To counter it, Microsoft and Gates launched their first retail version of Microsoft Windows on November 20, 1985. The operating system grew out of DOS in an organic fashion over a decade until Windows 95, which hid the DOS prompt by default. Windows XP was released 1 year after Gates stepped down as Microsoft CEO. After that, he dedicated his life to philanthropy. Stephen Ballmer. Stephen Anthony Ballmer was born on March 24, 1956. He is an American businessman and investor who was the chief executive officer of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014. As of June 2024, Forbes ranks him as the 10th richest person with a net worth of $125 billion. Ballmer worked as an assistant product manager at Procter & Gamble for 2 years. He started attending the Stanford Graduate School of Business for his MBA but dropped out in 1980. He joined Microsoft on June 11, 1980, and became Microsoft's 30th employee and the first business manager. When Microsoft was incorporated in 1981, Ballmer owned 8% of the company. In 2003, Ballmer sold 39.3 million Microsoft shares for about $955 million, reducing his ownership to 4%. In his first 20 years at the company, Ballmer headed several Microsoft divisions, including operations, operating systems development, and sales and support. In February 1992, he became executive vice president for sales and support. Ballmer was promoted to president of Microsoft in July 1998, making him the de facto number 2 after the chairman and CEO, Bill Gates. If we look at the lives of these billionaires who employed technology, we can see a few common trends. First, all billionaires belong to the United States of America, and none of them belonged to a super-rich family. All were born into middle-class families, and even then, they are now at the top of the list of the world's billionaires. Second, they adopted technology as a tool to achieve their unprecedented success. Third, all of them had computer and software backgrounds. Fourth, everyone presented a new and unique product at their time. Fifth, they conceived an idea and then, believing in themselves, developed it into a practical form. Sixth, it took them merely a few years or decades to gather so much wealth and influence. Seventh, they did not trade in material goods. They either traded software, used the internet to sell goods or provide platforms, or used social media to connect people and used their data to generate revenue from advertisements.